Hi there, it's Simone. Today I would like to show you what I have been doing in this traveler's notebook. This is my weekly memory keeping notebook. This is the only way I currently do creative memory keeping. And I want to show you what is inside, flip through, and then tell you about the things that I have changed in the past 2 months or so. This is a new traveler's notebook. I filmed an unboxing and I have it on my channel. This is the limited edition Hotel. And if you saw my unboxing video, you can see that I have used it and that it has already gotten some scratches here. I can't wait until it starts to get that patina when it doesn't feel as dry as it does now. I put the charm on the elastic, and I also put that key that is intended to go on the bookmark on here as well, because I really like it there. I purchased this at the end of August, and ever since I got it, I moved all of the memory keeping stuff in here. So what do I have inside? I have the cotton zipper case from the B-Sides and Rarities in the color orange. And then I also have the second half of the weekly vertical inserts. I have a flip through of the first one on my channel as well. And I started this journal in July. The outside is decorated like so. Put these California poppies here, one of the stickers that came with the inserts. This was a name tag. Not sure from where, but I used that one. Then I have this funny paper clip on here. You can open it up like this and then put it on to keep pages together. I just like it. And then I added this epoxy sticker here. On the back, I have this huge sticker from Traveler's Company. I stamped it on sticker paper at the San Francisco Pen Show, and I didn't really know where to put it because I don't have a journal that is big enough to put it on the inside, and so I decided I'd put it right here. And then I have this clear sticker that I got from Ame. She is Ameru on Instagram, and she does beautiful art, and she gave those away. In the pouch, I have in the front, I have 2 handmade inserts. This one I made myself with some leftover sticker pages, and then this one my friend Amy made me and added some stickers inside, and I did the same thing. And I just keep them both now in this zipper pouch. I'll talk about these sticker books later on. Maybe I'll take them out so it's not as chunky, and I won't forget to tell you about those. And then in the back, it has these 3 card slots and then a bigger pouch here. I keep stickers and ephemera as well. So these are just cut apart items from stamps that I stamped out. These are washi tapes that are on cards. And then these 2 are 2 of the Kida. They feel like matchbox slots, but they're actually tapes. And I don't have very many. I'm starting to like them more and more, but they fit perfectly in here, and so they are really, really handy. And then in the back, I have some stickers and ephemera that I would like to use in the next month or so, maybe the next weeks. And that's the pouch. So I showed you the pouch, I showed you the notebook. Now let's flip through. I decorated the front with a sticker that I made myself. I don't use any of these front pages here. And then I completely forgot what I did on the first 3 days of July. I started decorating and then I realized, I don't even know what I did. So I decided to just embrace the fact that I don't remember it and leave it empty. This is basically what you will see on all of the pages, a very full page. I've tried to incorporate more pens, more ephemera, drawing that I made myself, and just experiment and be very creative. As I mentioned in many other videos before, I am always very inspired by Mitz. She has the YouTube channel My Life Mitz, and she's also the maker of or owner of the stationery selection. And I will get into this a bit more. I have been so motivated and drawn to move from a weekly insert into a A6 Hobonichi planner. And so I said to myself, if I don't have that right now, maybe I can try to bring that colorfulness, the way that she journals in my own style, into this notebook. And that's what this is, or that's what I'm trying to achieve. I got a new pen there. I went to San Francisco. We brought some cookies. I went to Stan's Donuts. I went to the Ocean Beach Cafe. So I kind of layered all of those. I got some Happy Mail with a stamp. I stuck this down here. This was part of the Ko-fi that I made in that month. And then here I just added some washi tape and more washi tape that I received in some Happy Mail. Here what I'm trying to do always is to draw and paint more. So here I had all of my pocket pens in my hand, and I took a photo of it. And so I tried to draw and paint that photo, maybe sketch is better. I put So Tired up here, added some washi that I received. I made this free printable here that says Exercising the Imagination. And so I stuck it in here. It felt really weird to add this tip in here. But again, Mitz does that all the time. And I want to try to incorporate that more because it expands the journaling space for sure. But yeah, again, it felt odd on this. I have tried to do it more and more, and it feels more natural now. But that is something that I definitely needed to practice. Here I got the Traveler's Company palette, and I wrote about that here. Got some Happy Mail from Extravagant Hope. I tried to use my fountain pens, but as you can see here, I stamped on the other side. And then where I stamped, my pen suddenly feathered and it looked really weird. Then I tried this down here, but the pen didn't really work well here. I think this is also fountain pen. And here I wrote with the fountain pen, and then I used a water brush to dilute the paint and fill in the letters. And then here I added paint supplies that I purchased because I needed to fill this palette, and I realized I didn't have any primary colors to put in here that are not in pans and are actual watercolors that I couldn't put over here. Then I was leaving on the Sunday, and I had gone through my scrapbooking ephemera previously for all of the vacation stuff, and I found all of those. So I decided to create a collage right here. I added some watercolor right down here, up here as well. I colored the whole thing and made kind of a journaling spot with it. And then I tried some leaves and stuff that did not turn out, so I just stuck a washi tape on top. Here I put some sketches of collages that I made, and then I made a cluster up here as well. Here I documented the fact that I switched out the inks in my fountain pens and curated a new palette with this stamp, and then I used a pen and just did this box around. And I did not really want to write a lot about the travel that we did, so I just put with watercolor. We got up at that time, we left at this time, we arrived then, we waited here, we waited again, we checked in at the venue, we shopped, and we ate. And this I just finished the other week because I realized that even if I start, I then sometimes just don't finish. Which is something that I tried to prevent from happening in the first half of the year, and I'm already feeling kind of tense or nervous, anxiety about the fact that I have sticky notes in 3 spreads, so from this week, last week, and the week before, and I really need to catch up. Otherwise, I might not grab this anymore because I feel like I'm behind. I don't want that feeling at all. So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to balance these creative spreads that obviously take more time, that I might not do in one single day when I fill a column like this, with the doability, basically. So this is when I was away. I filled this in. I used my own day labels here, and I just stuck them in here. I did not use the columns, obviously. I stuck my wristband from one day right here. When I was there, I worked my way all the way to here. This is Everine washi tape, and I had these stickers. Not sure where from, that I wanted to add to this week. And then I used these books to document the books that I read while I was there. So I came back just 2 weeks ago or so and added the rest of this right here. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to share about this. When I got back, we came back on Monday. I had to get back to work. I worked the next day. And I noticed on Friday that I had not even opened this. And I knew I was behind. So I decided, nope, I'm going to take it really slow and just not do a spread like this. So I added some watercolor right here and here, added washi tape that my friend gave me that I saw that week, and then I just wrote all the things that we did that week here using my Kakimori dip nib and some ink, and then I put a quote that I read in a book that I unfortunately did not finish because it wasn't as interesting as I thought it was, but this quote still was really nice. So I copied it here, and that's how I filled that page. And that's next week. I made some swatches and documented that here, that I swatched those 4 inks. I stuck down a little drawing that I made from some scraps. Worked on coffee mail as well. I documented our cats and that we went to the vet. I finished off that sample that I received from my friend. Talked about dentist appointment here, and then I started. During the summer and all the things that I had going on, I was kind of behind on Ko-fi, so I always pushed finishing off the monthly Ko-fi Happy Mail and virtual digital printables to the next month. So I finished that up in that week. And then it was already the middle of the month when I was able to start thinking about what is next. So that was when I announced the August Ko-fi topic, and I put the this printable that I made in June, I think, down here and put it like a flip up. So I wanted to draw more and paint more and be more creative on a daily basis, so that the habit was announced. And then I talked about my cookie baking experiments, when I just use a basic cookie recipe and then substitute some of the ingredients with Cheerios, cornflakes. I have the idea to, how about putting in mini marshmallows, chocolate chips, and graham crackers to get some kind of s'mores cookie? I'd love to try that. And then this week, I journaled this and then up here, but I didn't remember what I wanted to put here. I had already colored this in here, and I started here, and then there was still this much space left, so I just added a quote and decided, okay, this is done. It seems like I'm going like really out one week and then not so much the next week. Because this one again is, wow, look at this. I even put in a tip in, and I really like how that fits into this page. So again, I used my own, this time I did not use the days of the week. So here I used the days of the week. Here I used the numbers. This is my own, I printed this, but I actually ordered this sticker from a sticker shop, so I could sell it in my Ko-fi shop. If you want this, it's in my Ko-fi shop still. And then I found these sticker flakes that I wanted to add, so I added those, documented the pen show right here, added some more color here, used different pens to journal, and that's this week. And then I've actually filmed a journal with me video for part of this. So I got my Hobonichi weeks that week. It was super funny because I originally didn't want to buy anything for Hobonichi. Then I saw this week's. Then I said, okay, I'll buy it. I wanted to use Yoseka to get it, but no chance at all. A second try, I was able to snag one from JetPens, which had so many website crashes, and I had already thought, well, okay, well then it's not gonna happen. I was able to check out, and then I actually received my weeks the next day. This is artwork that I sent out for Ko-fi. This is the August Ko-fi printable here. So I made a journal with me so that I could show how I use my own art in my journal. So I also stamped this Hobonichi sticker here. I stamped this here. This is a washi that I made. This is a washi printable that I made. So I added those in here. This is one of the numbers, number, day. I just added that in here so that yeah, you could actually see how it, how I would use it. I also then created this cluster with stuff I received in Happy Mail as well. This was from Paper Treats, and then this was from Extravagant Hope, or the Shiny Bits, because I ordered some things from Brandy. And then this is where I'm stuck right now. This is the beginning of September. I started using sticky notes to remember what I want to journal about right here. Oh, this one doesn't belong here. So I'm using these date circles here. I looked for numbers from 5 to 11 that I would be able to stick here, but unfortunately I didn't have a 9, so I just used a different 9. And then I found this sticker here as well. This is Thor. We watched Thor Love and Thunder that week, so I want to add this sticker here. Not sure why the fountain pen things are here still. This is stuff that I received at the pen show. Maybe I can use it here. Otherwise, I will put it back into my ephemera. And then I also had picked these stickers, I think for that week, for this week. Not sure yet. Maybe I'll be able to include those here. And then this was this last week that just happened. So this one goes actually with this week. And then this is this week. Here I want to tip in this right here. And then I had just added this ephemera. I made some circles right here. Put this Go Gently right there. I filmed a currently inked video, and then what I wanted to do that week right here. And then here, down here, I want to add all of those things still. I hope there's enough space for that. But that's this past week, and I really like how this is going to fit in here. Like the colors, it works really well. And then this week looks like this. I haven't even started yet. So we'll see how that is going to work out. Maybe I'm gonna do another one of those less elaborate weeks. I'm trying to be very open with and gentle with myself, to not put myself into a position where I feel like I can't catch up, or where I feel like I'm too far behind, and I reject this more than I love this. So we'll see how that works. But I have 3 more things that I want to talk about. First of all, in this last month, I inked up this extra fine TWSBI Eco with waterproof platinum carbon black ink. This is a pigmented ink. It dries fairly quickly. It does not come off with water. And ever since I have inked it, I have used it more and more in my journaling. So I think this is my go-to pen now for black color when I'm, I think this not, but I already used it right here. And here I reverse wrote as well. So seems like this is it for me at the moment. I really enjoy that really fine nib. I can write very small. And compared to the other fountain pens that I have used, it doesn't do that weird bleeding and stuff that happens, and is too broad. So I use this, and then I use a lot of fine liners, fine tip pens, gel pens that I have in my thing. I will link the thing in the description box below and the video where I share what it is. I'm sorry, I can't. It's a pen holder that is made from bamboo. It turns, and I can just take it and put it on the table, and I have access to all my pens. It's one of the best purchases I made in 2022. So I really love using my fountain pen now in here. I haven't really enjoyed using fountain pens in here for those reasons. And then I talked briefly about the fact that I wanted to, or was considering, with all these planner confusions that usually happen at the end of August, beginning of September, when Hobonichi releases their new lineup. Then I think I'm not the only one. We all start to think, do I want to use a Hobonichi yet next year? Which ones am I going to use? What am I going to use them for? How will that work? And then instead of, what I learned is, instead of saying, okay, I'm going to try this in 2023, this is my lineup, I am going to try it right away when I want to try it in that moment when the urge is so huge. So I bought these little inserts. They're a bit smaller than A6. Let me check. So A6 size is this size. They're a bit smaller. The pages would be a tiny bit bigger than the notebook that I used. But this was readily available. It was cheap enough to risk abandoning a notebook that is not working out. And then I just started. I started on August 13th, and if I had kept up with daily journaling, daily creating, then this would have lasted me all the way through September 30th, which you can see it did not. I quickly realized that, first of all, I can't do both, and I really love this. So would I be ready and able to abandon this at the end of the year to move into here full time? No. And then I also just wasn't able to keep up with this for every day. I am not an everyday journaler. As you can see, I'm doing it here and there. I'm catching up 2 or 3 days, and then I'm continuing working. I really like how this turned out. I would love to incorporate more of those clusters in here, and I think I'm actually quite successful at doing that. I just need to be more open to the color and creating. And so I started on the, let me check, the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18, 19. And this is September 2nd. September 3rd. And then I thought, well, now I'm going to commit to this, and I'm trying this for real. 4th, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So there's that. This has definitely shown that daily creative journaling isn't the thing for me. I feel stressed. I know that, for instance, Mitz just leaves the pages and then adds in something later on. I totally forget. If I don't put a post-it note here with the things that I would like to document on these pages, it's out of my mind. Maybe it's not important, and maybe I wouldn't have to document it, but I really enjoy doing this. So I do want to remember some of the tiny details that I forget otherwise. So what I have decided to do with this journal is just use this as an overflow for things that do not fit in here, but that I still want to put somewhere. And I actually really love how I designed the cover. So I'm just going to use this. I'm just not going to think about these numbers. Maybe I'll cover them up with something. I'm okay with failing at this. It confirmed that I do really love this, and I'm finding my way with it. I like that it's only 1 page per week, even if it's crammed, even if I can't put all the things in here. I have more time to do other things, to do other art. I'm not constantly only catching up and working in this journal. I don't want this. And I realized when I was trying this, that's exactly how I feel, that's even if somebody else is doing a really fantastic and great job at this daily creative journaling, it is not for me. And the best way I can enjoy that is by watching them, their posts, their videos, and that will have to be enough for me. So this is basically what I'm going to do next year as well. And we'll see where it goes. So that's all the things that I wanted to say about my traveler's notebook, I would love to talk one tiny bit about ephemera. So I have moved all of the ephemera that I want to use over several weeks into the zipper case. So I have the sticker books right here, and I have the ephemera and washi tape and things that I want to glue in here right there. I used to, for the past almost year, I think, maybe 9 months, use this binder that is filled with these sticky pouches and other items here. And there's still stuff in here because I don't have room in any of the other pouches for these sticker flakes. This is the last remnants that I haven't taken out yet because I'm not sure what to do with this yet. But everything else is basically empty. I moved all of the items back to their original space. I have some sticker folders. I have some sticker flake folders as well. And then I am just taking from there and putting the things that I want to use maybe on the pages here, like I did here with the sticker sheet and this sticker sheet. I'm putting some flakes here, washi tape, some bigger sticker sheets, and then I'm also just filling in the pages with things that I see on sticker sheets or in the flakes. These are all sticker flakes, and putting them in here so that I can just put this next to me and use it when I'm in my journal. This I want to use in October. This is also one of those fall washi things that I want to use. I want to use this 1 week, and I just stuck them in here so that I can put it right next to me. And same thing here. This is things that Amy put on these pages. And I'm just going to be using those when I'm journaling. And I think, as you can see, I'm not really using that much stuff. This was quite heavy, stuffy week. This is less. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items so far. This one, 8. Maybe I'll use one more. I don't need loads and loads and loads of ephemera in this binder and completely overwhelm me when I am, unfortunately, using so little stuff. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to go in here, but it's just not working. And so I will have to downsize my stash more. I will have to use pick items that will fit more. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this at the moment. I told you I was kind of anxious about the fact that I'm not completely caught up yet. It's not at a point where I'm stressing over it. But I do want to sit down today actually and journal. And I wanted to show you how I did this in the beginning of the year. So I just filled in this space at the end of the day. It has changed. I love the way it looks. I will see and find out if it's doable. If not, then I'll scale back and see how I can adapt to something that is more doable for me. All right. Let me know something in the comments below. I don't have a question for you. I have talked so much. Maybe what I want to know from you is what your plans for 2023 are. How do you deal with the urge of switching? Do you just go there and abandon ship? How do you deal with that planner and journaling craze that seems to happen always in August and September? What do you do with this? How do you decide on what you're going to do next? And what if in January, you realize that you absolutely hate what you decided in September. Because that's basically the thing that happened to me in the last years, is that I knew what I wanted to do in September. I bought all the things. And then between September and January, so many things happened and I completely switched it up again. So I don't want that to happen this year. We'll see. I'm trying to prevent. I'm going to pre-order those weekly inserts for sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I would love to hear anything you have to say, and I need to get out of this video now because it's way too long already. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, you are the reason why I make those videos. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon. Until then, bye.